And good morning, everybody. It's time for your Farm and Ranch News. With us on the program this morning is my good friend Henry Kornegay with Jackson Commodities. Of course, Henry is based out of Billings, Montana, but he's one of the analysts that we talked to quite a bit on radio and TV regarding just where in the heck this crazy wheat market is headed. And Henry, with the 2011 harvest now in the bin, let's look ahead to 2012 and talk about some opportunities there.
Russell, as you know, 2011 was quite the year with the spring wheat problems that we had in the north and, of course, into Canada. And all of a sudden, the market's changed drastically in the last 30 days. The wheat market and the futures have sold off over $2. Well, Australia right now, they're saying it's got a 28 million ton crop, which would be a record down there. They have a lot of rain going in on a lot of that crop, so there's a lot of feed wheat in the world. And we're going to have to compete with that feed wheat. Both from our feed sector in the corn and also to get rid of the rest of the lower quality wheat that we have here in the U.S. Russia's become a big exporter again. The Ukraine, the Black Sea region, Egypt's taking a lot of wheat out of that area. So again, it's the competition from the world that's holding our markets down. We need to do a lot of work to get a lot of product exported and get it in the pipeline to get it moved overseas so we can see this market hopefully recover back next year.
And of course, today the USDA will release yet another set of numbers, this time supply and demand.
Right. They're going to tweak the supply-demand numbers that we have all year long. General guess is on the wheat market that they're going to look at a carryover of about 835 million bushels, which would be slightly larger than the November estimate, but still substantially below last year. We're starting to see some acre numbers come out for next year from some of the analysts around the country. The increase of acre numbers there, the reduced exports and the reduced usage numbers that everybody's plugging into it. We could conceivably see our carryover in wheat next year go back over the billion bushel mark, which would be a real problem for us down the road.
Very good, and we'll share those numbers later today at noon. Now these messages. Continuing our conversation this morning with Henry Kornegay with Jackson Commodities, of course, before the break, kind of talking about where this wheat market is headed in 2012. But on the flip side of things, Henry, let's talk about the feed use of some of these commodities like wheat and corn as we look to the new year.
Well, again, Russell, you know, we have a corn crop this year, and the carry out is expected to be about 838 million bushels. Again, last month they were at 843, so they're looking to pare that down a little bit. But next year, we've seen an increase in acres that they're estimating something in the 84 to 87 million acre for next year. That could take us over a billion bushels in the corn. That's direct competition with the feed wheat that we're going to have. And as we all know, the board is primarily focused more on bushels than quality of wheat. Europe is going to be a major factor, as we've seen the outside markets with the euro currency and what's going on over there, and then again the export market for feed wheat and corn.
Well, so as always, there's always that uncertainty, not only what's going to happen here in this country, but also in places like the Black Sea region, as you mentioned, Russia, and even Australia in 2012. Henry, thanks for stopping by.
You bet.
All right, Henry Kornegay with Jackson Commodities. That's a look at your Farm and Ranch News. I'm Russell Nemitz.